Afternoon. Happy Monday. Um, so today's video, we're still on the LOL series. Um, know yourself. Know your worth. I say this because obviously Drake said it. It's a good little thing that he said. Know yourself. Know your worth. I'm saying this because I guess today at work, not bashing my job or anything, I just noticed a lot of stuff that, again, been happening since I've been there. And I've been at this job for over 10 years. Not all in one hit. Well, yeah, in one hit because I was there for 10 years. I left and I came back. But just stuff that you see, stuff that just makes you kind of go, hmm, hmm, what are we doing? So, gotta know yourself. Gotta know your worth. Gotta know your worth. How much do you cost? How much do you cost? How much do you cost at work? $1? A million? How much do you cost at work? Is your work worth $1,000,000? Is your work worth $1? How much do you cost at home in your relationship with your wife or your significant other, your loved one? How much do you cost? How much do you cost in your friendship? How much do you cost? And I'm asking this because in retrospect, everything should line up about the same amount, give or take. If you're $1 at home, you're going to be $1 at work, you're going to be $1 with your friends, and you're going to be $1 in your business if you have a business. If you act like a million, talk like a million, move with a million, have $1,000,000 work ethics, you should be $1,000,000 with your friends, you should be $1,000,000 with your relationship, and you should be $1,000,000 with your business. It would just all gradually line up. Now, that's not to say that there's not no discrepancies, because at the end of the day, we're not perfect. But like I said, that's why I say give or take. I would just say, valuing myself right now, I'd say I'm about $1,000 worth of work. And I'm not saying that I have a low belief in my work ethics, because truthfully, I believe I have $1,000,000 work ethics. But $1,000,000 work ethics don't line up with $1,000,000 politicking at work. If you're at work and you're not politicking clarity about what you want, what it is that you're trying to do, where you're trying to be, where you're trying to go, it's over. It's over. I mean, not over for you completely, but it's just to say, like, you could do $1,000,000 work all day, but people gonna treat you like $1 employee, because the way I see it is, obviously, if you convey $1,000,000 presence at work, that means get there on time. As I was saying in other videos, you get there on time. Actually, you get there early. Get there early. You project everything that you want in your meetings, and in your one-on-ones or whatnot. Take notes. you remember everything, you write everything, and you just do $1 million job, there's no way people can deny you. You should be $1 million worker at work at that point, and there it would show because you will be a manager or a supervisor or whatnot. If at home you're giving your significant other, your wife, $1 million game, and I'm talking about telling her what it is that you want out this relationship, you going to bats with everything that is that you need to do. You know, you're committed to everything. You're committed to the bills. You're committed to the house chores. You're committed to her. You're committed to everything that you're putting out as far as like information and stuff, and you're making sure that she has the clarity to understand what you're talking about. You're gonna win. You're gonna win in your relationship. Friendship, as I said before, showing up. You show up for your friendships. You do what you're supposed to do. You convey the message of how you want to be treated. You get the you command respect. You demand respect, and you get that respect. Business. If you do the steps to have a business, you follow it to the T. You follow your own blueprint. You take notes. Every day you give your 100% to that business. And really, I would just say you use your own money, but you can use other people's money. You can take out loans or, however you go about doing your business. And you should have $1 million business eventually. So that's pretty much it, man. Because I guess I just say right now, and I'm just saying again, I'm $1,000 worker, and I say my work ethic's about $1,000, and I would just say that somehow there probably is not no clarity of what it is that I'm trying to do within my job, and that's why I have probably, if anything, about a $500 politicking clarity at work, and that's why I haven't crossed that threshold to the next level. It's not to say that I'm not making moves at work, but it's not the moves that line up with my work ethics. And I'm being skipped is the better play for it. There's a lot of people skipping me. It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, if you see it in my face, it's a slight disappointment, but that's why I'm showing up to this, because I'm giving this $1 million play. Now, it could be tricky because somebody will say, well, you don't edit your videos correctly. You don't do a crazy intro. You don't do a crazy outro, and I'm saying crazy, not using that word specifically, but you know what I'm saying, like the fly intros people have and all of that, and and then perfect editing, and then a little outro stuff, and just all of that glamour and glitz. But I feel like what I'm saying, my message is $1 million information that someday somebody might look at this video and be like, he's right. How much do I cost? So when you line up all of those things, your worth will be a lot more. When you line up those things, and I'm talking about your job, your business, your relationships, your friendships. When you line up those things and you're actually adding the amount to how much you feel you are, like if you feel like you're $1 million, you should be given $1 million play every single day, showing up and doing the work. When you do the work, there's no reason you should be denied. But know yourself, know your worth. I'm out.